Y'all already know what it is. Salute to all my generals, salute to all my kings, salute to all my lions, salute to all my real men. It's for all y'all. Everybody is not the same. Everybody ain't built for certain things. A lot of people try to portray themselves to be something that they're not. And the end result is they end up fucking themselves. But let's get into it. I ain't a counselor. I'll leave that shit for that Hassan Campbell nigga. Salute to him though. He be doing his thing. He trying to do the positive shit for the bros, for the kids and the youth, I guess. So it's like, all right, I get it. I get it. You don't want them to go through the shit that I went through. But let's pick up from where I left off and the shit that I was going through. The switch that I had to hit in order to basically get shit back to a respect level for the lions and the kings that was in that castle, because it was individualized. You feel me? It wasn't like they automatically respected the kings and Clinton. Nah. The kings ain't just we have respect individually. Like, yo, I fuck with Bandit, or yeah, I fuck with him, or I fuck with him, or yeah, I fuck with Chulo. You know what I'm saying? Or I fuck with him. It was individualized. It wasn't as a whole as it should be. But like I said, picking up from where I left off, and we popped on the two trinitarios, the Dominican dudes, that jumped the bro. They jumped the bro, beat him up, and word got back to me. We started putting the plans in order. Basically took 24 hours because the next day, shit popped on the way to programs. I'm saying both of them got stabbed and fucked up. They got fucked up. They fell down the stairs. You know what I'm saying? Shit popped off. A couple of dudes was in their feelings because, like, as they fell down the stairs, some other dudes was in front of them. They fell down the stairs also. But it's all part of the game. Like, it is what it is. So now shit gets serious real fast, bro. Life and death, real fast, man. It's like no joke, no bullshit. That fast, B. You can either catch a body or be a body. It's that fast. Blink of an eye, bro. So you always gotta be on your theme. You always gotta be on your 5. Feel me? Always gotta be on point. Because at any given moment, it's going left. So now at this moment, they the ones that slept, they lacked, they put work in, and I don't know, for some reason, I guess they wasn't, I don't know if they was on point. They wasn't expecting an immediate response to something, because before I got there, and before there was a new structure, let me not act like I'm the one that changed shit. I didn't. My first was my first. That was my crown. That was my my onyx, and then it was with it though. Like, we was together. You know what I'm saying? So was the third. So was the second. You know. So, and that's Nene, Rainbow, Nene, Rambo, Green Eyes, and then me. So shit pop off in the programs, in the staircase, on the way to programs in the school. So we get away with it. You know what I'm saying? The guns get thrown out. The dudes, they got hit up. They end up going to the infirmary. They about to leave the jail. They're not staying there because they got stabbed. They got stabbed up bad. So none of them died. So I can speak on this, just in case people were wondering, like, yo, you nigga wild, you about to incriminate himself. No, I'm not. I kicked the motherfuckers down the stairs, and then they got stabbed the fuck up, but they survived. If they wouldn't have survived, I would not be talking about this, I promise you. So I gotta hit the yard now. Now, whenever there's an assault like that, you go on immediate lockdown. So we on lockdown too. So we on 24-hour lockdown after that incident. I don't know if it was 1 day or 2 days, but we was on lockdown because 2 of them got stabbed up. Shit, I think it was probably more than 2 days. I think it was a couple of days actually. So we on lockdown. Everybody's on keep lock basically. You know what I'm saying? So we finally get off lockdown. We get away with it. None of the bros get in trouble because of the way it happened. It was like, and people didn't tell. I have to salute the trinitarios, the Dominican dudes. I don't remember the dudes' names, so I'm not even going to start freestyling like I know their names. I remember dudes that was there, though, that I'm about to tell you about that I had to talk to when I hit that yard. Pitola was one of them. He's a dangerous motherfucker. Big motherfucker. I was with him at Attica, though, so he knew me also. And he knew how I give it up, and I knew how he give it up. And he's a problem, and we're both problems, basically. But the respect level was there. So I knew that that's who I had to talk to. And he wasn't the head. I'm not, yeah, Pitola, because you had Pitola, Cañón, Pantera. They had a couple of shooters, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and act like they didn't, they did. But at the end of the day, it didn't matter, you know? They touched one of mine, and the 2 dudes that did that paid for it. Now, I'm gonna fast forward, after the lockdown, gotta hit the yard. Let me tell you something, after you get off a lockdown, dudes is dying to go to the yard. But you know what's the craziest shit? That after a lockdown, like that for a stabbing, for 2 stabbings, usually there's always something else that happens as soon as that lockdown is over. Cause revenge is a motherfucker, B. Revenge is the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. It's a fact. So, I'm on point for that. You know what I mean? My bro, salute to my twin, Shorty Brolic, he right underneath me. He's still on long-term keep lock. I think he just about to get off because he had like fucking almost like a year long-term keep lock, facts. Then he popped in some other jail, and that shit just followed him to Clinton. So he's still on lockdown, bro. But he's hearing everything. I talk to him, chop it up with him, send him food, send me food. Like that's my bro. So he's sending me kites, letting me know who to talk to, who to look out for, all this shit. Cause he's Dominican, and he know who's who. They fuck with him. So, yard time. We hit the yard. Everybody's in the yard. We waiting for certain people to come out. We in our courts. I got every bro armed up as soon as I got to the yard. Sometimes it plays a part on who gets out to the yard faster. You get a little advantage also. So, because you don't give people time to arm up. So peep game. You know, that's a roll of the dice though. Because you don't know if you're going to get called first, last, second, third. You don't know when you're going to get called to the yard. Whenever your house get called to the yard, that's when you go. So we got lucky. We got sent out to the yard like one of the first houses. So immediately, got all the guns out the yard, all the knives, all the shanks, and armed up every bro that came out. As soon as they came out, yo, go over there, go pick that up. Yo, go over there, go pick that up. Once these trinis come out, they down on the flats. They had a court. They took over. They had the weight pit with the rat hunters. They was like sharing the weight pit with the rat hunters and shit. At that time, I didn't give a fuck about it. And the weight pit used to be a bro's pit. And the bros before us sold it to the rat hunters for fucking like 10 bags of dope, bro. The fuck? Anyway. So these niggas is down there, because that is a nice court. It's like right there on the flats. You got the weight pit there. You know, the weight's whole way. Everybody like to try to work out. But anyway, like I said, we lost it because the bros before me sold it. We got it back though. Don't get it twisted. But let's move forward. They right there together, the thingies and the rounders. So, as when they come out, the main ones, they come out. I wasn't worried about the little ones. I was on point for all of them while we was in the yard on the court, just watching everybody come out. We looking, posted up, looking like, all right, there they go over there. What house is that? What house is this one? What house is that? All right, and then once the houses came out, everybody's where they at, and I seen who I had to go to, step to business. Now, I go, I got my bros with me. It was me, Rainbow, and the bro Casino. Salute the Casino. Woo! I gotta tell y'all about that boy. And he a white boy. Casino was a white boy. I don't give a fuck what he say. He swear he fucking mixed Puerto Rican. That motherfucker white as hell. Blue eyes, white as shit, white last name, white first name, white mother, and or live wire. He was doing wild time for a bunch of fucking jewelry store bank robberies with his mother and his wife, bro. He was doing natural life in prison. Real talk. White boy. Repping King hard. Casino. Shout out to Casino. So anyway, and Casino a little stocky, little white pit bull nigga. He with it. I know who I got around me. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. We all strapped up. I got some shit like this, babe. Strapped up. See, now this is the crazy thing, because let's keep this in this proper context. I'm not trying to glorify violence. I'm not trying to have people feel like this is what you have to do. It's just what I went through. I made decisions and I stuck to them. I turned Latin King, so this is what it is. This comes with it, you feel me? Period. So now, moving forward, we gotta go handle our business, because I know that these dudes, they just lost 2 of theirs, right? So we go step to their court. Once I seen the right ones was in their court, I'm like, yo, let's go. So we go, boom. They see us coming once we hit the flats. Once we hit the flats is basically the flats, the first thing on the bottom. Once we hit the flats, start walking over to the court. It's always a respect thing, so you don't just walk. If you walk just in a dude's court, you being disrespectful. So you know, you stay outside the little box, the little court, and I'm like, yo, Pitola, what up? Let me holler at you. And he's like, yeah, Chulo, I want to talk to you too. You know, So him, Pantera was the other trinitario, Pitola, Pantera, and somebody else. So it was 3 and 3. We spin the flats. And I'm in the yard. We spinning. So I'm like, yo, listen, Pantera. I know both. I know Pantera from jail, and I know Pitola. I know Pantera from the island. I know Pitola from the island, and up top, and in Attica. We was like, and I know him well. We even almost caught a case together. That's how well I know the motherfucker when we was in Attica. I think I talked about that story. Niggas is shoving shampoo bottles up niggas' asses. I wasn't with that, you heard? I'm like, yo, I'm good. You got that one. Good thing I didn't fucking go. Good thing I locked my cell, twin, because they caught new charges behind that shit. But them niggas didn't give a fuck because they was doing life in jail already. So that's another thing you gotta keep in mind. I'm doing a flat 12. I don't have no parole board or none of that. I just got my 85% of my 12 that I gotta do if I don't lose no good times. Obviously, I lost the majority of all my good time because I was in and out the box. But I wasn't doing natural life. I wasn't doing 25 to life. I wasn't doing an 8 and a third to 16. The fuck is that? That's crazy, right? Those were the bids. Dudes was doing all type of different bids. All I was doing life. A lot of these dudes is all lifers, right? So I'm talking to him. And he's like, yo, Chulo, you know we can't let this shit ride, Chulo. Yo, Chulo, we can't let this shit ride. Son todos hermanitos míos, bang, y you're saying, and you know, basically the politics is taking place now. Like, we know you did this, something got to give, he's basically saying. I'm like, yo, listen, this is at the end of the day, bro, all I'm gonna say is this. Your 2 bros, with all due respect, they jumped 1 man because of, I believe it was poker, or whatever the fuck it was. It was dumb. They jumped him. They knew he was king. And they jumped him bad. They beat the shit out of him. They beat the shit out of my bro. There was nothing else I could do but respond. I called the shots. I'm the reason why your 2 bros got hit. I had to. If y'all want to keep this shit going, I don't want to. I want this shit to stay right here. But if y'all want to keep this shit going, it's like, fuck. What am I going to say? What am I going to say to you? What am I going to say, Pitola? And I'm talking in Spanish to him because it's more Spanish. So I'm like, yo, ¿qué tú quieres que yo haga? tú tocaste de lo mío, uno de los míos, con dos gente. ¿Qué yo puedo hacer? So my Spanish is a little choppy out, but they understand what the fuck I'm saying. And Pitola know, like, how I give it up. I'm not trying to start no shit, but I'm going to handle mines. Plus, I see the lack of respect that the Kings got in general in that castle. And the dude Pantera was the whole, he was basically like over pistol, because that's basically Pitola means in English, pistol. So the nigga Pantera starts talking. And he basically was on some shit where he was like, listen, we used to have an alliance, pero ahora eso está muerto. So basically he's telling me like, yo, that the alliance that the king supposedly had with the trinitarios, because of what happened, is going to be canceled. So also he said any debts that's owed by any of his bros to our bros are not getting paid. And what else he said? He said the debts was not getting paid. We no longer could do business together. As far as like, the only business we doing is just basically drugs, bud, and dope. All of that shit is dub. And it's us. Y'all do y'all, we do us. And basically, he wasn't trying to let the war escalate. He didn't want a war to come out of this shit. So he asked me, yo, but we need, everything has to like get leveled out. We gonna need somebody to put some work in on. This is what Pantera's telling me. I'm like, put work in on who? He's like, yo, pero tenemos que tocar a alguien. We gotta touch somebody, right? I'm like, tocar quién? Who? Lo mío. You're not touching none of the mines. Like, eso no, that's not gonna help nothing. You know what I'm saying? And all the ones that I had left, like on my, I'm not, it just wasn't happening. But little did I know that somebody had just got to the building that week while we was on lockdown, I believe, and he was no good. He wasn't a king, but he was like trying to fuck with the kings. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't a king. But he was really like trying to fuck with the kings hard in the last jail that he was at. But he ended up snitching on some bros, I believe in Elmira or some shit like that. And the paperwork came back. So what we basically did was give him that dude. Now, those says didn't come from me, because I'm just HOS, you know what I'm saying? But I got my third with me, and I'm doing most of the talking, I'm not gonna lie. And that's just because they know me. They know these dudes too. I can't act like they don't know them, but Pitola really knew me, both of them. And that's why Pantera did what he did, because he knew that it was gonna be a war, man, in all honesty. And the niggas probably would have not left that yard. I was strapped up right there, bro. Right? I was waiting, hoping that nobody did make me feel any type of way. Because if you get me nervous, twin, that's when I pop. Facts. I don't like second guessing myself. Like, is he? Am I bugging? Nah. Once I start saying that shit to myself in my head, 9 times out of 10, I'm about to move on you. So they never gave me that impression. You know what I'm saying? I had the shit in my hand, bro. I'm pretty sure they were strapped up also. But I moved on them. What I mean when I say moved on them is when I went to them, I really didn't give them no time to strap up. You feel me? That's how you play chess. I'm like, yo, they go right there, let's go. That's why the advantage gave us of going to the yard first, because I knew we was all strapped up. All my bros were strapped. So, and we all had bone crushers. So, basically what happened was the treaty was broke. We fucking fed the nigga after we talked to the first and all that. That's when I found out about, all right. So let me retract it a little bit. While we in the yard, I'm like, yo, you're not touching none of mine. Period. If that's what you're saying, boom, 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 it's not happening, it's not going nowhere. So it started going left. So I'm like, yo, I'ma holler at my bros, see what's what, I'll get back to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it ended. It was like, it wasn't a piece, it was just like part to be continued type shit. But then once I got to talk to the bros and I got to hear from my first, and he basically was like, yo, we got one that's no good here. We got the paperwork on him. He's not a bro, but he fuck with the bros and he trying to be bro. That's why we had his info, because he was trying to turn king in the last spot. But anyway, he got fed to the wolves. He was no good. He was a snitch. We seen the paperwork. He ratted. You know what I'm saying? So once we got that, we let them take care of that. And you know what that was? That was them basically, like, when you think about it, it was just taking care of our mess. But it's like pain and pain. Like, you put pain in on ours, we gotta put some pain in on yours. Like, it's like blood for blood. Feel me? Like, fuck that. That's just for the people that's in that yard to have that in their head, because they already know that it was the kings. They just hit up 2 trinis. So now they're like, yo, we need at least, and they did jump one of our bros though. Now the bro that they jumped, he was staying in the house because he just got jumped. He didn't get stabbed and shit like that. These niggas got stabbed and cut. So at the end of the day, nothing happened except for no treaty, no business with these dudes. No. And any debts that was owed to the bros, they're not getting it right now. So it's either like, depending on like how the bros feel on that, you know, it could have been a war. And there was some money owed to the bros. But it was like, it was worth it. Because to be honest with you, I was like, you know what, we don't need no treaties with these niggas right now anyway. Everybody in this jail is different, man. This jail is everybody for themselves, B. Like, you got some that's sticking together. The homies, yo, bro, the homies was set tripping every day in Clinton. The Stones, the Brames, Don Trey, H. Yo, they was wilding on each other every day. They was wilding, and they way more deeper than us. Like, the war is like basically over. We on that 5 up, nigga. 5 alive, 6 months die type shit. And I fuck with Crip niggas too, so don't. I mean, and I know I got Crips following me, I got Bloods following me, I got Kings following me, I got Neutrals following me, I got young dudes watching, I got old dudes watching, and I respect every single one of y'all. Nothing but love. Salute, salute, salute. Let's get it, Lions and Men.